Hello and welcome back to another Borrow Collects video, and today we have some very exciting news to talk about. This is just about a day old news, but I did really want to get a video out about it. I do apologise for my voice. I have a bit of a cold at the moment, so I sound a bit nasally probably. But this is more important than any delay thanks to me being a bit ill. We have some brand new character options Doctor Who news, a brand new character options online exclusive. That is the Third Doctor and Sonic Screwdriver Vortex Edition set, which I'm super excited about. I think this looks fantastic. As you can see there, you can see it in the lovely brand new sort of window box display, which we've got kind of gotten used to with the previous 15th Doctor and Ruby Sunday release. So in the set, we have obviously the Third Doctor with a brand new head sculpt, which we'll see a little bit later. In that sort of, I believe it's based on the Daemons. It's based on the finish to the 1971 season, which is pretty exciting. As I love that story, it's one of my faves of the Third Doctor's run. As you can see, you get his actual sonic screwdriver, like as in one that you yourself can use, which is pretty exciting for me because I don't actually have the Third Doctor's sonic screwdriver, so I'm looking forward to that. It's in a new electroplated finish, which is quite nice, so it's very shiny. You've got the actual, obviously, the sonic screwdriver for the figure, which is cool. You've got the Kronos time crystal from the Time Monster, which is pretty cool. I do have that from the previous set with the Master that they did way back in the day, but it's really cool for people that have missed that set. And then the one that I'm excited about is, as you can see there, you've got one of the maggots from the Green Death. I don't have those because they came with a specific Third Doctor, which is very hard to find nowadays. So the maggots themselves, very hard to find. So really excited about that. Let's move on to one of the other images here. So this is him kind of just out of box. Sorry about the size of the images. Unfortunately, the press release images weren't necessarily particularly large, so I kind of went with what I could. And if I zoom in, it just looks really pixelated, so you have to sort of abide by that. As you can see, I think that's the new head sculpt, which is that sort of younger Jon Pertwee head. I think that's looking really, really good. He's got the sort of shorter hair that he had in the earlier seasons, sort of 1970s and 71. So glad that we could get this. Apparently, this comes from a rumoured cancelled set based around Inferno, which obviously this is all rumour and speculation, but apparently there was meant to be a set that was going to have like Third Doctor, Liz Shaw, maybe like a Primord or something that was going to happen. But this was the original. The original idea was to have this sort of younger Pertwee head, because by the Daemons he's got kind of longer hair than this. But I'd much rather they pick a kind of iconic story like the Daemons if they're just going to do like a repaint of the base figure, than picking. He didn't really wear this outfit at any point in his first season, in season 7. So I'm glad that they've gone with this. I think the new head sculpt looks fantastic. I'm really excited to have it in hand, especially with this new, what the Vortex Edition thing is it's casting the figure in the way the figure is actually painted. It's done where the base colours are very much suited to that specific figure rather than all the details having to just be painted on. It's quite cleverly done. You really notice it when you have the like Ncuti Gatwa and things like that in hand in comparison to some of the previous releases. The other one that's very noticeable for this is Jo Martin. Was it the Fugitive Doctor? The both of those figures have this same sort of painting technology that they're now using. The only thing that I'm slightly disappointed about is when they say Vortex Edition, and I'm noticing it's not. They have mentioned it that it's a Vortex Edition figure, but it's not really on the packaging. I was expecting maybe the articulation to be added, but from the looks of things, this is the same articulation as the figure before. That's the only slight disappointing thing. Other than that, I think the figure's looking great. As you can see here, a little bit, you can see in pose, you see that little bicep swivel there as he's holding the Sonic. You can see the actual big Sonic there, which I think will look really, really cool. And the other accessories. And then here you can see him just holding the Sonic straight head on. So really excited about this. But the thing that I really wanted to discuss was I will be getting... I've ordered this set already. If you want to order it, it's on Character Options' website if you're in the UK. And I do believe they do internationally ship. So if you're a fan of the Doctor Who stuff, you can get it there. Is very limited quantities, apparently, in comparison to their previous online exclusives. So if you do want it, kind of got to get in there now. The thing I want to discuss is that they've announced that this is the first of five online exclusives. That's quite a lot of online exclusives for Character Options. Usually there's maybe about 2 a year. So presumably, this is going to be other Doctors. My guess is it's all going to stick with Doctors. And they're going to kind of update them with some, using this new painting technology and stuff like that, where the way they cast the figure and they can just paint in the details very, very precisely. I'm wondering what other Doctors they're going to pick. So I thought I'd have a little guess of who those are going to be. And then if anyone else has any ideas of what they think, you can obviously leave it down in the comments. I'm thinking that if they're just sticking with Doctors, and there's 5, so we've already got the 3rd Doctor. That's 1. I think the obvious choice is the 4th Doctor, Tom Baker. I don't know what version they'll do. I could see them maybe just updating like a Series 12 and just having a brand new head sculpt, something like that. But I'm not totally sure. But I could see. I mean, a 4th Doctor would sell. He always does. I would like a new 5th. I think a new 5th Doctor would be good, because we haven't actually had like a new 5th Doctor in terms of anything actually brand new being done. I'm not sure what they would do, though, to be fair. So it could be what would make it exciting. Like in this case, this 3rd Doctor is being sold on this new head sculpt, right? The new head sculpt, the slightly younger Jon Pertwee versus the slightly older one by the end of his run. That's quite a selling point. What you can do with Davison's a little bit more tricky. And then, I mean, this is just my bias because he's my favourite Doctor. Sylvester, I'd love to have a Sylvester and a new 7th. If we can have him with the duffel coat from, like, Curse of Fenric, as it's my favourite story, I'd love that. I'm not sure that's possible, but if it is possible, duffel coat, maybe a different head sculpt, something like that, that would be really, really good. Maybe a new... The one that I would like would be a Sylvester with the hat, where he's not smiling like he's a lunatic. Because the one that we get, where he's really smiling, maybe just less smiley, maybe kind of serious, but with the hat, that would be a good one to have. And then, it's difficult, because you think, who would they want to do? I would love a, like... This is just... I don't think it's likely they'll do it, but I would love a Series 10 Capaldi, like, from, like, sort of... You're talking sort of Twice Upon a Time, with, like, the tattered coat and the hair, like, big hair. Because, obviously, Capaldi's hair actually kind of goes a bit Jon Pertwee at the end, where his hair's really big. We could have that. That would be fantastic. I think that would make a really, really good Vortex Edition figure. So that's all the news. The big news is being that we're getting 5 online exclusives this year from Character Options. I will be covering these. Just a note for those who follow the channel, I will do an unboxing of this, but my unboxing will be a little late because I am on Sunday actually going to Hong Kong and Japan. So I will be gone for 2.5 weeks. So there will be a little bit of a drought of videos. However, when I come back, I'll have unboxings of this, I'll have unboxings of other things, I'll also have a lot of stuff that I brought back from Japan, so you'll have that to look forward to, and I'll try and catch us up on any figure news that I've missed out on while I've been away. So, without further ado, thank you very much for watching. I've been Borrow Collects. As always, do remember to keep collecting, and I'll see you next time.